Alright, people, if you're like me or were like me, you're actually right now you're looking up reviews on Vizio TV's period, or looking at this specific review for this TV, which is the Vizio E40-C2, which is the 40-inch TV. And I gotta say, the picture on this TV is phenomenal. It is. It's the best I've ever seen personally, and I don't want to say the best I've ever seen. I just want to say, like, for personal use, like, I own. It's the best TV I've owned, because I'm coming from my 24-inch PlayStation 3D display that I used to have in my room, but I moved it to the living room to use as a monitor. And I gotta say, this is a really good TV. I was really skeptical about Vizio, but I did my research, my due diligence. Found some good reviews, some bad, some terrible. People are kind of angry about getting a broken TV, but my thing is, you can't really judge a company about getting one broken TV. I mean, you can, but you gotta give them another try, because if they give you a full refund or something like that, I mean, you can write a bad review, but I guess you could say you really could just judge them on that one review, but you really have to dig deeper through all the reviews, and find the good ones and the bad ones, and really try to measure out the good from the bad. But anyway, back on track. This is a really good TV. I'd recommend this TV if anyone who wants to get a bigger TV or replacing the TV. I'd recommend this. But if you want the best ever, like, I would hands down go with the latest and the greatest, which is 4K. Get a 4K TV. If you're just like upgrading and you're playing on the current gen consoles that can only achieve 1080p in visuals, 1080p in resolution, then go with a 1080p TV. They're cheap. You can get like a 50-inch, 40-inch without going to the thousands if you get the right brand. I actually wanted a name brand one, like a proven brand like a Samsung or a Sony, but they're just too expensive after like 32 inches. And plus, I like that the fact that this TV has got a really small frame. I like that. It's got a real small frame. That's pretty cool. Helps with seeing the TV, because I don't want no big old blocks on the side of the TV. And I also like the dual stand design. I didn't even think that the TV would come with that. I thought that was just only like a box design. You know how they do little box designs with stands that say, and then you open the boxes, stand not included, and you just get. I thought it was just gonna be a big old pedestal stand, like a stand right in the middle, you know. But yeah, I like the dual stand. It makes it more sleeker, a better design, makes it look a little, I guess, a little more stylish. Yeah, but that's a pro and a con at the same time. Because if you don't have a long enough stand, it won't fit on there. Because you have to have room for feet on each side of the TV and not a pedestal stand in the middle of the TV. So that's a pro and a con at the same time. So I'll give it 1 point for pro on the stand part and 1 point for con on the stand side, because you have to put that into consideration if you buy this TV and have to buy a stand with it. And I have to say the other aesthetic things that I like about the TV. Other things, aesthetics, I don't know. I got one grievance, one con about the HDMI. Why Vizio? Oh, okay, we gotta talk about this. Why is there a HDMI cord on the side of the TV and then one on the bottom? They should both be on the bottom. This one right here, after a while, this one is going to get weak, because gravity, with the cord being heavy or whatever, gravity is sooner but surely gonna make that plug weak, and thus it's gonna start losing contact with the TV, and pictures gonna be started blinking out on you, and it's gonna get bad. I mean, it probably won't get bad if you don't unplug it regularly. Just keep it plugged in forever. Don't unplug it for no means, unless you're moving or something like that. But it's pretty slim. It's a real small TV, I guess. It's pretty slim. It's not too fat, it's not too fat or anything like that. It's pretty slim. Here's the box right here, if you want to see that. I've had this TV for about a week now, and I gotta say, it's the best TV I've ever owned, personally. Let's see. No, I got one thing to tell you that it looks good. How about I show you that it looks good? But that's gonna be kind of hard because this phone only has a camera that goes up to a 800p. I know, I don't have a good phone. Get off my ass. You know, there's one thing I do notice. When it light comes on, when it starts up, there's a bit of bleeding from the backlight on the sides, but I think that's just the logo from the startup screen, because it goes away as soon as the picture from the signal comes in. Here, let me turn on my PlayStation 4. It's a smart TV, because Vizios only do smart TVs now. Apparently your TV's gotta be smarter than you. It's gotta be smart. It's gotta do all the thinking for you. Come on now. But anyway, I don't really. The PS4 integrates with it just fine. See, look, I can slightly, I guess you say, I can scroll around with the remote. Press on stuff. I can't put my code in without the controller. Just use a different file. But see, like, I can control it with the TV remote, so that's cool. Even though I don't use that feature, and I accidentally found that feature before I started the video. But if I had to rate this TV 10 out of 10. When I got it, I didn't have to tweak any settings. The picture quality is phenomenal. The blacks on the TV is awesome. I didn't have to change the color settings or anything. There's one thing I had to change on the TV that I had to tweak, which is feedback noise. I would get this annoying, weird feedback noise every 5 to 10 minutes on the TV. It took me a while to figure it out, but there's actually a setting on the TV that reduces feedback noise, and once you turn that on, you'll never hear feedback again. The speakers on the TV, they're good. I would turn it up for you, but it's not gonna really matter because I'm on the phone and you really gotta hear it in person. But I got a relatively small room, so the TV speakers themselves is fine by themselves, and they sound pretty good at where I'm sitting or whatever. Like right there, that's my desk over there. And I gotta say, the speakers are fine. They do their job. The sound is really good. What else? Oh, yeah. Game. It does have a game mode, which all TVs have now. That's the standard, I guess. People want to play the freaking games. Hold on. I'm not going to play a game on the PlayStation 4 because it doesn't really matter. Plus, I was already playing Black Ops 2 on my PlayStation 3, so. And then people are probably like, why don't you play Call of Duty on the PlayStation 4? Because in every Call of Duty after Black Ops 2 is terrible. I'm sorry. And fucking Black Ops 3 is what? It looks just like freaking Advanced Warfare. Don't tell me that it doesn't look the same. But I'm sorry. I'm getting off track. But the picture quality is great. Sound is great. I guess it would get real quiet if you were sitting in a big living room. I guess, yeah. But in my room, it's pretty small, so the speakers are just fine. And then, what else? What else? What else? The remote. The remote is it's a remote. I don't see why people would care about the aesthetics on the remote. The remote is fine. And then there's a mode that I've been playing with, which is called clear action. See, now that flicker in the TV, that's not the TV dying or anything, or my phone. That's clear action. It reduces motion blur when people move around like real fast like that. It reduces that. And I've been playing around with it. And game low latency. You turn that on like one time, and then the TV, because it's a smart TV, it'll start, I guess, it'll start to figure out by itself when you're playing the game and when you're not playing the game. Like film mode will come on when I'm not on the game, and game low latency will come on when I'm playing the game. But I'm playing with clear action right now. I haven't seen any latency, and it says right there that it reduces blur in scenes with fast action and limits the range for the backlight settings. Some sensitive viewers may notice the flicker. I notice the flicker. If you have good eyes, you'll notice the flicker in the TV. I mean, you really have to be looking at it, but if you watch the TV for a while, you'll only see it in the light parts or in the corner of your eye. You might see it when you're not looking directly at the TV. You'll notice the flicker. But I'm tired of seeing that flicker. That shit is getting on my nerves with the phone. Alright, let's get that shit off there. But yeah, this is a great TV. I'll show you that. I guess the apps, I guess that's why people want a smart TV, because it has apps. I don't know why. Like, what? I guess that's cool. You get YouTube, Yahoo, whatever, iHeartRadio, Voodoo, whatever, multimedia, Hulu Plus, Flickr, HD TV settings, Yahoo News, Yahoo Finances, Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, Yahoo Profile, Netflix, Yahoo Weather, Hot List, web videos, and etc., whatever. But that's not why I bought this TV, because it's 40 inches, it was cheap, and I really wanted the name brand, but they were too high, anything, because I paid $380 for this TV. Yep, that's with taxes. This is a great TV. I would buy it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. If you're in the market to get a bigger size TV, then yeah. Or you just want to buy another TV or something like that, I'd recommend this. But if you're watching a lot of movies and stuff like that, I would go with 4K. 4K is the best. It's the latest and the greatest. And you can get a 4K TV from Vizio